Is it time to buy or sell? Today, 10 coins, 10 charts, 10 different scenarios. Let's feel the pulse of the market. Grand opening, EOS, once a star today. Let's see, every chart as usual, 3 days. Let's get that intermediate, long-short perspective. EOS, as with any other coin that you are analyzing these days, had a nice run. But yes, the question is it over? First of all, let me show you the signs of bullishness. We cannot deny the fact that many resistances have been broken. Here and here we established a trend line. Here we broke it. It was last year. Retested it and then make a new high. This is a bull case. Even if we drew this short-term resistance here and here, we also broke that one. So regarding the trend lines, much of bullish stuff is happening on the chart of EOS. But this channel is not a hype channel, but a reality slap. This yellowish, or let's say orange line, is 55 moving average, taking into account 55 last 3 daily candles. It's pretty clear what is happening with the candle of today. We bumped into this moving average, and now is the question, is it over? Is this the bull run that is gonna end? You know, if you follow my channel, my general assumption about this rally. It's a bear market rally, it's not a bull market crash down. So yes, maybe direction is still to the downside. Because let's face it, the last time we were in that position and were touching the 55 moving average, we slapped to the downside and continued in a downtrend. Those broken lines just means that the recovery has started, but it could be a long one. It's not that it will happen overnight, something that you want, and that it's a big bull run. EOS is not dead, absolutely not. And it will crush many levels to the upside, but not yet. For one thing, look at this volume, it's not that great. So you shouldn't expect nothing more but a breakdown, but a pullback to some levels that I know that you don't want to see, but it's a reality. The regions at around 85 cents could be tested again, and the question is, will that even hold? This is at the moment looking bullish. Long term, I would be absolutely careful for now. The next chart I really want to discuss with you is Theta Network. Here we climbed above 55 moving average, but the question is, will we hold? Because a few months ago we did the same thing and didn't reclaim this space as our own, as a support. It was still a resistance. Will it hold now? For now we don't have that data. You should definitely be in the careful zone. This kind of situation is looking bullish from perspective of down under, but will we get rejected? There is a pretty high possibility in my opinion. Not only that, but I want you to look at this trend line that started all the way in the summer of the last year. Here was established and now we're on the first front of it. There is heavy resistance in this zone of $1.08, right above $1 where we are today. Be very careful, this could get ugly pretty soon. It's not what you want, it's what it is. This coin is called Tezos XTZ, and here we have a pretty clear situation of weakness. In not any case we touched 55 moving average in the last few months. Here almost. Now will it be almost again? You see, Tezos had a pretty good run up to this point and still is below this moving average of 55 candles. As with the previous chart, we are right at the point of high resistance. I think a big pullback is coming, because a move like that needs to take some rest, for one thing. And if you want to learn from the past, what happened here could be also happening right now. So is it now time to buy Tezos and those previous two? In my opinion, stay very cautious. Let's see the next one. By now you're getting the glyph and the picture. This is KuCoin token of that famous exchange that still hasn't fallen down. We are not touching even the 55 moving average, we are standing just below $8. The last time we did touch it, here in November, we crushed hard. So will this time be any different? I'm afraid you could be very, very surprised. It would be wise of you to think that this level of $8 is a heavy resistance just based on this 55 moving average. And you can see the volume, it's not that great. I don't want to show you any fundamentals because I got nothing of it. I'm showing you the reality. KuCoin token could go lower, retesting at least the zone of $6.40, and maybe, if more volume is not shown, break even that. So for now, KuCoin token is bearish. You should stay on the sidelines until we get a clearer picture. Now wait a minute, let's talk about this one. Curve DAO token, CRV. You see, I would like to talk in a bearish manner completely, but as you can see, this whoosh to the upside is pretty strong. But take into account one thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 green candles, and every candle 3 days. Do the math. This needs a hard pullback. Here, this 55 moving average shown a significant resistance. And I would like to say that it could be resistance here, but no, we already bounced 3 candles above it, and that is a bullish sign. Uh-oh, I'm about to get semi-bullish, let's say, because if curve can hold this level of 82 cents as a support when we get that pullback, I'm talking about something like this, retracement at around 80 cents and then continuation. Now that is a bullish chart. For now we need to see how the price will react when we get retracement to that zone. Here it was resistance, but if we make this one into support, it could get pretty nice. And the big trend line of downside is broken. Here it started, here it was established. But here, with this big candle, with little significanter volume is established, we broke it pretty hard. So maybe we need to retest that one. In any case, a retest is in the cards, a pretty bigger pullback until a new leg to the upside if you are a bull, if you wanna be in this bull case. Resistances are broken. Can CRV hold levels? Let's hope so. Unfortunately, we are not continuing in that bull mindset, let's say it like that. This is Zcash, and it's hovering below that 55 moving average. It's approaching it. The moving average is standing at $50. I don't think this will be an easy task to break. All of these months we were never even close to it, so this is at some kind of an improvement, but I don't think that we will break it just that easy, so I'm expecting a pullback. Although Zcash has not in itself shown any strength. Well, okay, not any strength. Some strength has been shown. This resistance is now broken here. Therefore, we might need some accumulation period. Maybe something like this. And then move to the higher grounds. Maybe some more weeks, even months, below the 55. Cross above it, and then the bull scenario. For now, should you stay cautious? Absolutely. Zcash is not that bullish as some of you might think. Well, this could get ugly. BitTorrent, ladies and gentlemen. And what do you know? I don't want to call for this valuation of 0.0000000. Don't care. But what you should be caring if you are holding this coin, that we are just about touching it, this 55 moving average. And I already shown the significance on it on other charts. Expect a pullback, because neither did BTT shown any strength, but it won't be that easy peasy breaking that 55, just as with the previous charts of Zcash. If we do get a pullback, maybe some period is needed of accumulating strength below that level of resistance. When we break it, then the bull case is starting, but not in that fierce mode, just the recovery mode. For now, BTT is pretty weak one. That said, I don't want to leave you in that bearish mood. Look at this. Resistance broken, so it's not that doom and gloom, but as I drew it this scenario before the trend line. Consequently, it could service like this as I drew it as a support. So it is some kind of a recovery, although it's not that well seen on this chart. Now this chart could to some extent deceive you. Yes, this is a pretty nice bullish move to the upside. I cannot deny that. But take a look at this. In November of last year, the 55 moving average showed a significant schoolbook example of resistance for synthetics. So this is nothing, let's say, deniable on the edge, or what it is, what it's not. It's bearish. But here, in the summer of last month, you could have thought as we crossed this line that we are getting in the bullish territory. And that could be the case for synthetics if it could hold this line. It didn't hold it at all. And I don't want to be a bad prophet. I'm not one. I'm perma bull, almost. Let's say it bull. We are in a similar situation right now. We are crossing 55 moving average. We are above the line that we should be above. It's nice setup, but take a look at this situation. This does look, at least to some extent, similar. It does. What you need to see for a bullish case is for SNX to hold this level at around $2.19 for a continuation to the upside. If it cannot hold those levels, then we are getting again in this story, which is of course a bearish story, but no one can deny the progress that's been made. And I'm talking the break of that line of resistance. Here, resisting the price, but here no, the price was too strong, the momentum is here. I think we had a few examples like this. If this line can hold, then this one must. But in any case, we are talking about a pretty deep retests in the coming days. It's not a good time to buy synthetics. Let's wait for a great signal. Until then, look at this next chart. And now something completely different from today. This is Trust Wallet token. And talking about the different narrative that we discovered today, 55 moving average, in this case on a 3-day chart, is almost always beneath us. This is a bullish sign. Therefore, you are having those big candles like in this case. Therefore, there is a lot of room for improvement. Just notice those pretty retests like here, or here, or here. Now the question is, will Trust Wallet token hold these lines, or it will plummet? At the moment, we should not pass $1.38. If we take into account the assumption that TVT is living for months above this moving average, we must deduct bullishness. But I still got a problem with it. This kind of price behavior is looking like a bear flag for once, pole, flag. So continuation could be in play. And for two, I don't like this kind of a stalling, this unableness of the price to move to the higher grounds. It's crawling under the moving average like it will break at any time. So Trust Wallet need to show strength right now to make a new move to the upside, or it will break this crucial level that it's holding for months. And then again, we're talking bearish. Because look at the volume. Besides the spike, yeah, that's nothing to speak about. That said, current direction is still bullish. We are still standing on the feet of a supportive line. So it's bullish until it isn't. Careful. If you decided to wait for IOTA until the end, there you have it. IOTA, Mayota, whatever rota, is looking pretty weak, bearish. It's living under this moving average. It's in an established downtrend. In the last few days, it's having some recovery candles. We broke 1, 2, 3 lines of resistance here, but is it strong enough not to get heavily rejected by these 23 cents, where this moving average is standing? That is yet to be seen. If it can hold above this trend line, that is something. If not, we will get heavily rejected by this one and by this one. And bears are on the way again. But hey, who am I? Definitely not your financial advisor, just someone who is doing TA and try to help you. Follow me into the next one.